Okay, good day. Let's start this situation, beginning of this cassette on health. Went and did my blood test today, went to see my psychiatrist. I mean, you got to be up to date on Mr. Tackbuns. I mean, if you're watching the story, why not know the whole story? Well, guess what? I spilled my guts today, and I told her I was taking less medication than she actually knew I was taking. Not that she prescribed, because she always told me, if you're feeling better and you want to go down 100, go ahead. So I did that. And then she gets mad at me, and I don't feel good. It's like everybody's against me. My mother's against me, my father's against me, not my sisters. My sisters are a little, just want the best. They're not really sure, want to get involved. Yeah, my son's against me, but they all want the best for me. But don't they know, when you don't push to give a guy who's down and out, depressed, not feeling good, you know what's really screwy about this whole thing is 8 years ago, I wasn't down and depressed. I was just manic. Then all of a sudden they give me all these pills. They bring you down to the bottom. They make you depressed. And then they talk to you like you're not a person. They tell you they're going to lock you up. But where are you going to lock me up? What are you locking up? You don't have to have more money. They probably lock everybody up because it'd be you know who would decide on all this. But at the end, guess what? The numbers count. I see a new number. Listen to this number. 44 times 3, okay, is 132. 33 times 4 is 132. 33 and 44 is 77 Christ. 33 and 44 is Barack Obama, 33 is gold. The command and the creation, the highest number you can get, 3 and 3, gold in French. Then you can put 34 and 43, and that would be hot and cold water. If you take 3 away from 4, you get 1. And that's all this world is all about. 1, 3, and 4. Because 1 becomes 1 and 1 is 2, but it becomes 1 and 1. Now, I'm not going to confuse you with this. Now, let's go like this. 3 times, okay, well, we did this already, 3 and 4 times, and that's Earth and Mars. Earth and Mars, Earth and Mars, nothing else. One total 6, one total 7, the other total's 8. That's the highest we can go. 6, 7, and 8 equals 21, just like the dice cube. Now what we're going to do, okay, if I can find the right numbers on this page, I'm going to try my best, okay, is, I told you already, hot and cold water. 43 and 34 is hot and cold water. And again, add that up, it's 77, or 33 and 44 is 77. 7 by 7 is 49, and the highest number you can get on one side of the 7th gate. Do you understand how the 7th gate works? I'm not still fully understanding about this, but I'm all alone. I can't throw things at anybody. This is the way the 7th gate works. In the 7th month of 31 days, there are 217 days in the months of 7. In the same time of those days, there are 7 months of 13. That 7 months of 13 is 91. The exact count there is in the 13 cards of the number of days in 7 weeks and falls on April Fools, and also is the number of pointage in cards from ace to king. Okay, when you remove 217 as 7 times 31 and remove 91 from it, which is 7 times 13, equals 126 or 63 when it's divided by 2, and that's the angel resident, creation of man. To get the 63, okay, as when man comes in, the next number 10 up from 63, because we're 63, is 73. 73 and 73 is 146. 146 is man X, the spirit of man X, because 6, 4, and 1 is 11. 6 by 4 is 24. 2 by 4, 2 plus 4 is 6 and 8. 6 and 8 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. Do you see where I'm coming from? 6 and 8 in craps has the same payout as each other. If you flip the dice over up on top of each other and you want to go 6 and 8, let's go 6. If I go 6, I'll find 8. 5 over 2. 2 is the bottom, 5 is the top. Now we need 1. Now we got 6. 2 is the bottom, the opposite is 6. 6 and 2 is 8. Now we got 6 and 8. Another thing I want to talk about, I'm going to jump around, is just so happens on my Videotron, the cable service, and one of these things pops up on the telephone. And I'm starting to tell her, that's right, the communication, okay, whether it's from 1 and 3, or whether it's from 7 and 9, it's the same design that you would find on your on your, wherever my cell phone is, and all these things, you know, when you see cable connect and all that stuff, it shows up. So we have 33 and 44 and 34 and 33. Now, like I said before, it has to do with 7 times 31. 34 was the score to 31 in the football. The last horse race that went off was the 16, the 3, the 4, and the 5 that came in. This weekend has horse racing. I don't know, is it at Pimlico or whatever? I'm really not paying attention. I'll just turn it on at 6 o'clock on the internet and watch it. But the horse that has to win this is all about AC/DC. Now I have to understand which part of it is. There's only 9 horses. I can't pick all of them. I just want to see if the system understood. Maybe I'm supposed to go a plus, a negative, and a plus. Like maybe it's not supposed to come in 1, 3, 4, 7. Take those 4 out. You're supposed to play 2, 4, 5, 8, 9. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I want it, but you know what? It doesn't matter really, because after, when the race is over, I'll see the results and then I'll know. It's too bad I couldn't figure it out before, and even if I could, I wouldn't know and I wouldn't take the chance. I want to tell you another thing, okay? And I'm going to show you something to do with a circle, if I could. Would you say this would look like 0? What if I just did this? Now it would look like 1. First it's 0, now it's 1. If this was part of your faucet, this would be opening and closing the water. Right? What does it mean? Not quite sure yet. There's just so much. All I can tell you is I'm on it. I'm on it. There's also, what do you do with 1? 1 fits between everything. Either it's this way or it's this way. Is it opening the doors, closing the doors, going up or down? Which way is that line? Don't enter. The other thing we can look at is Bell telephone, tell us. Well, what about motel? What about hotel? Hey, cats, come on. Get off the wires, please. Get off the wires. This cat, I swear, I never want to get rid of this cat. This is this cat is orange. This is my orange cat, eh? And they pop. They just like, straight up. They just pop. They did. Come on. See this camera? This camera. Somehow it's not connected. You know what's funny? We just went through 741, 743. The roulette table between 16 and 21 out of 111, which is the roof of the Twin Towers. Okay? Now what is this new building going to do against the roulette table? I'm going to have to recheck the numbers because it's going to do something. It's definitely, you see, the answers are all there. We have to ask the right question. We ask the right question, we can go find the answer. Okay? It's the same thing as the dictionary. If you go to your mother and say to her, Mom, I have to know in the dictionary what 2 means, she's going to say, which 2? Over? Too much? Number 2? Which 2? Not only that, really bizarre. Look at this. I went to Videotron today. She was fixing my phone. The first 2 numbers she punches in is 3746. The difference is 9. The totality is 83. That's connecting to the sky, and that's exactly where she was calling. I'm going to do horses and pool balls and numbers. P and S. 16, 19 equals 35, which equals 23, which equals 11. 23 and 11 equals 34. 3 and 4 is 7, the same numbers we were working with. These are numbers red on red over in roulette. What we can do is 6 and 9. If you actually add them up in the 10 world, this will equal 6. In fact, these are the same things. All you have to do is do this. That's all you have to do with it. Now you want to see what P1 or P16 looks like? Trying to see if where did I have P16? Oh right, it was on Tim Hortons. The Tim Hortons sign, there's a lot in it. You know it says always fresh, Tim Hortons? Time equals 47. 50 times 47 is 2,350. That was about the time of Moses. Now I could be off by 100. Each section, you're going to be off by in-betweens. And I have no choice. Either he was born at 2250, and then he died at 2350, or he came in somewhere and started at 2350. I don't know if that's the in-between number. And then 30 cycles after that, okay, at 47, 30 times 40 is 1,200. 30 times 7 is 210. It's 1410, 1410. That's so retarded. It's October and April 4th. It's so retarded. At the same time, what was I talking about? I missed it. There's just, oh yes, we were talking about Tim Hortons. Always fresh. And of course it's always fresh. The time, the whore of time means the thief of time. The coffee is fresh. You know why? We're getting screwed for the hours. There ain't no hours in this day. You know, our bodies are going faster. We can't track the reception. I guarantee you, if there's really a creator in the outside of this world, within 10 years from now, we will see the actual real world. Why do I say this? Because I'm not bipolar for anything. I didn't start this for no reason at all. This began even before I entered, even before I knew I was bipolar. I started this. I started seeing signs. What? Because I see signs? It's no good, and you've got to cancel me out and slow me down because I'm different? Let's stop every single artist in the world that sings and then pops drugs and pops drugs and pops drugs. And because they have the money, they pay and they pay and they stay out of the hospitals and they stay out of these psych wards. They keep on going and they keep on going. Nobody stops their life. But in this world, everybody wants control. They all want control. You know what? I'll tell you one thing. When my time comes, it comes. But it'll only come at the end. That's what I want. I don't want to go at the end. I ain't going before because I love this place. It's a fantastic place. I've never met a world like this before. Just most incredible place. Earth. Can't you tell? In French they say la terre. In English they say the earth. Lately I've been seeing E-A-R, 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 the ear, the hearing of the ear. I don't know what that means. Anyways, let's get on. Wouldn't you believe this? They also call the towers Freedom Towers. And the first words in towers is T-O, two, W-E-R-S. It's some sort of German word, words, towards, some sort of, I'm not quite sure. And don't forget, I have to make some stuff up until it clings inside my head. So we have freedom. The word value of freedom is 66. The tower, T-O, is 2015 is what it's marked. T-O is 2015. 2015, 5, 1, 2, and B. I think the memory is up in 2015, and we used up all our SD cards and plugins into this world. Our memory is jammed, and we can't go anywhere, so they got to take it from us to slow us down so they can build theirs up. Otherwise, we're blocked. We've come up to too much. We've used up too much space in the antenna system. Point of the antenna. Apparently, I don't know where I got this. It's 9 meters, approximately, 30 feet, approximately. The building is approximately to the top of the antenna towers, 1804.46. That means the antenna is 2846. 28 and a half is 14 and a half is 7. Half of this is 23. That's all you can go. 7 and 23, 30 creation. It's all in the antenna. 2846 equals 28, 646, 5666, 74. 3 by 74, 222 by 4, 888, and 1776. 1776 is the height of the Twin Tower building. Towers, right away, 2015, 23, 5, 18, 19. Towers, tower, take away the 19. Okay, 18, 23, 46, 36 and 15, 61, 71, 81, which is 9 by 9, a one single building. It's now an I and an I. I and I, Captain, we're watching. What are they watching? What's going on in the core? What's going on in the core? Is that what they did? See, they started on one side of the world, and they built it all up, and then they dug underneath the ground, and they dug and dug. They dug for mines, and then they lost you in translation, calling Big Dug. That's all. They try to lose you in translations. So we have the Twin Towers here, which is 541 meters. And what's so funny about 541 is 4 by 5 is 20, 4 and 5 is 9, which is 29, which is the passage. So right away, 5 by 4 is 20 plus 1. 21 is free parking, and you're in New York, next to New York on Monopoly, coming out of Kentucky, going into Pimlico for the horses. I have to check this more. I'm all alone. I got to look more. The other thing we have to watch out is that lime is perfect. There's something about lime and green that makes it perfect in this world. I don't know what it is, but it brings everything to 13, 13, 13, in which 13, 13, 13, which would actually be 1 times 3, 1 plus 3. 4 and 3 is 7, 4 and 3 is 7, 4 and 3 is 7, 21. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2. 3 and 2, 23, 11, creation. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 is 3. That's all it is. God's 3. He's a triangle all himself, and it's the point of our nose. We just put it on like this. Isn't that the way it looks? See my nose pointed? They put the little spot over here. Okay? That's the way it goes. Lexus. Our nose. Lexus. What does it mean? I'm not sure. I study a little bit. It catches up with me slowly. Anyways, I'm going to look in here what else I have. We spoke about the nickel and turning it sideways. Another thing I was thinking is here's a 4-day theory. You see the this is the whole thing. You go from here all the way around to here, all the way around to here. You've made 3 and 3 and 1. You've made 6 days, but only at 720 degrees, because that's all you did, is 720 degrees between the two. Somehow we shift between two sides. Maybe that's how the oceans move. But you move the ocean? Where the hell's the ocean move to? It goes down 100 feet in one area, and it barely lifts up in the other area. Hey man, it's melting from the sky. Melvin? No, I said melting. Oh, okay. Okay, it's melting from the sky. So we have this 2 days thing, plus an amount, a percentage as we go around, turn around, we also move forward for the sun. Okay, another thing I want to mention, I don't know where this came, but I saw a word, it said 27 chord. So when you think of 27 chord, just the word chord. Just the word chord. Chord is either an accord, it's either a musical chord, okay? And at the same time, even in wood, they say it's 4 by 8 by 8 in wood. 8 by 8 is 64, you get the chess game. But C, you get 3, D, you get 4. 3 and 4 again. What's in between? O and R. 15 and 18. The egg and the angel residence. You got gold. Communication, division, destination. Also known as the dog. Division of the gates. The gates, they get split. One goes this way, one goes that way. You have to go at the same time and split and connect your connection here. The minute you come out, the doctor stops you in the ass. How come you're not crying when you come out? Why are you crying anyways? Because that's the way the system works. We're made up of nuts and bolts, and you don't see nuts and bolts because it's in sand. And the nuts and the bolts, they went into your cartilage. They made your bones, they made your eyes. They communicated with you. And then you didn't know and you wasn't sure if the world was real, and all of a sudden, Mommy, in 1960, Mommy, my tooth hurts. I think someone's talking to me in my tooth because it's made of metal. Communication, magnesium, iron. I'm not a scientist. I haven't even jumped into the element board yet. Imagine if I jump into the element board. I mean, what do you want to know? Do you want to know about the 7 and the 9 on the telephone? One has 4 letters. The other one has 4 letters. The one in between has TUB. Tough luck for you, because that's where you're going. You got to die, you got to live, you got to come in here, you got to grow. And you know nothing. So, I'm just trying to think. See, 3 times 3 is 9. 4 by 4 is 16. You have 25. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 plus 6 is 7. You have 13. 1 plus 3, 1 times 3. 3 and 4, you get back to 7 again. 7 over 9. 9 times 6 is 63. 3 and 6 is 9. 3 times 6 is 18. 1 and 8. 1 times 8, 1 plus 8. 9 and 8 is 17. Now you got the queen. 17 times 17 is 361, which is about the moon cycle of the energies of who we are, 361. I'm not sure if it's days, if it's, I'm not sure how that works. I was shown it by somebody else, and I came up with that number of 1919 I'm not exactly sure. 18 times 18 is the jailhouse. 324. That's us. There was another number that came out to 324. I don't remember where it is. Anyways, another thing I'm not sure if we spoke about, but 9. The reason why 9 and 2 and 7 make 9 is because 9 minus 2 and 9 plus 7 both equal 7. Because we jump over the 0. Or we pass through the 0 and get, like, in bingo, you get a free point or a free bonus or a free mark in bingo in the center one. Same thing. Another thing, if we can keep it up here, I hope this video works, is that the value of this in between Q and R, 17 and 18, 35. Why did I mark 33? I have made mistakes in previous videos. All the answers are right, just the primary numbers were wrong. And it upsets me, you know what I'm saying? So what happens is 16, 17, 18, 19, the first one and the second one 16, will equal 33. So the first one and this one will be 34, and this one will be 35. So it's 35 and 35, which is 70 and Rish. Now Highway 70 and Interstate 35 went through Kansas City, okay, and there's a big wind that comes in through there. Well, this is one of the reasons, because there's a passage, an energy passage through Tub, through here. I'm not sure if they, hold on a second. I'm not sure if they go up here to live, or they come here. 7 bends over with its extra letter, and it goes all the way over to either it can go up to 4, and then 4 goes down to 9. It goes down, well, on the opposite side, it goes down to 9. But that's not what I want to show you. 7 goes ahead, it goes through 8, TO, transmission, universal, life, into 9, through 8, and it brings the child in at birth. That's why 8, you have 2 movements, the gate and the child, into one area, Tub. And in Hebrew, they also call it a Tub or Tate. And anyways, let's go back to here. This is 25. Queen and King, 12th and 13th card, 25. Jack, J-A-C-K, 25. 9 times 16 is 90, and 54 is 144. Times 10 is 1,440 minutes in a day. So it all comes from this. And also, 4x4 in the extra 4 gives you the chess game. And it continues, and it goes on, and it goes on, and it goes on. They all continue on. There's always going to be something with numbers. I mean, the only way to really get 16 with 2 numbers is 8 and 8, 9 and 7, unless you're using 10 and 6. But in order to get 10, you had to get A and E, and you had to make a creation. You jump after it. You made a creation. You connected 10 to 6. Now you got 16 letter P. It's one spirit of man keeping him alive, the energy inside himself. That's us. So I'm not sure if I was too confusing, not confusing at all, not confusing enough. Am I smoking any weed? No, I have not bought weed for about, I don't know, 10 days. I really smoke nothing. I'm really not interested. I feel all alone and deceived, being all alone. I like to feel like if something happens, I can, I have somebody behind me saying, no, he's good. No, but anyways, whatever it is, I have to suck it in. There's a lot of people that's worse off than me. I'm eating, got food in my fridge. I got food. You know what? It's not very funny. Look at this showed up right underneath me. Hey, little pussycat, what's happening? Where are you coming on? I'm starting to sweat a little bit. I'm nervous. Just because of this stupid disease that I have. I hate it. And now they came out with new pills. And, I don't feel like I'm treated like a person. I just, they feel like, what do I become stupid all of a sudden when I get my pills? I don't get it. Anyways, I just wish, I wish the best for everybody. And I'm going to just go ahead and start zooming up this set. I showed you you see that hole in the wall? Because I have air conditioning in that room and no cats go in. So, and that's my writing board. I wrote a lot of stuff. What do I think about Nibiru? Like I said before in a couple of my cassettes, Nibiru was a name given from a person that was chosen before anything has ever happened, and he's a guide. All names are guides by who chose them, but it doesn't matter what they're saying today. They had this, the reality of Nibiru is real, because it's being hidden, because it's being played with. My mind hurts from just what people say. This one doesn't like what I say, this one thinks I say too much, and I'm not doing this right, and I shouldn't be doing that right. All because of what everybody else says, I don't feel good. Because I'm stuck in my apartment. I go outside, I could be good, but maybe somebody else doesn't see me that good. They're just, today it's just not, they just don't give you the benefit, not even the benefit of doubt. They just don't say, hey, what are they supposed to catch you before you crack? I mean, it's like the before anything started. Anyway, they can't seem to keep the machine on anymore. Raphael, peace and love to everybody. And just another thing, the word peace, okay, is 21 under PE, and then it's ace, it's 1, 3, and 5. So the total word of peace, okay, is 30, and it means creation of one man, fox. The 0 is always valued at 15, okay? Always remember that, 0 equals 15. We're going to leave it for now. Raphael, 70-86, in the constellation of Pegasus. And I wish the best for all the animals in the world and all the people not feeling well in the world. You see those 6s up there? Well, it's 666, but on opposite sides, over and under the mountain. I just want the best for everybody. Hold that energy in. If you need to talk to somebody, talk to me. But you know what? I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy. My best wishes to all. Raphael, thank you.